Thank you.
So we're watching minute by minute the results come in from these few counties still reporting. Brendan Keefe joins us with a breakdown of what is happening right now. Brendan, the stage is all yours.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. This race continues to tighten. As you can see, it's 49-49. That looks like a tie, but actually, let's zoom in a little closer. It's really 49.48 to 49.29. And out of 4.85 million ballots cast in Georgia, counted so far in the presidential race, we are down now to 9,525, where the president is leading Joe Biden. That's how close this election is. When we say every vote counts, every vote counts. So how is this breaking down county by county? Those numbers that you see that just changed and tightened the race actually came from Fulton County. You can see that Biden's doing very well in Fulton County anyway. He's done well in this latest batch of 6,162 ballots. Biden got 4,705 of those. Trump got 1,457. So he's actually outperforming the number we think he needs to win of the remaining ballots, about 63%. The other counties outstanding, we mentioned before, Chatham is one of them. That's one of the biggest ones with 17,157. You can see that Biden does well there over Trump. At this point, it really comes down to a math game. Can Joe Biden make up this difference of 9,525 votes with the remaining ballots? By our estimate right now, there's a little more than 40,000 ballots outstanding. We'll keep counting. They'll keep counting. And remember, these are both valid votes that occurred on Election Day.
All right. Wow. Those numbers are really incredible. And that voter turnout, Brendan, really is something to point out. As you mentioned, 4.85 million ballots, the previous record set in Georgia for total votes, 4.1 million in 2016. We've blown that out of the water, and we don't know the exact total just yet.